Good morning. Today's project is prep of an engine for a swap. I have a Yamaha Morphous 250, a CP250, and those bikes will take a Yamaha YP400 engine with just a few modifications. So a fairly straightforward swap. It uses the wiring harness is the same, and so you have to swap an axle out and use the tire from the and wheel from the CP250. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take this engine that I purchased from eBay and get it ready, do an axle swap, or get ready for the axle swap. I've got some seals ordered, so I can't finish today, but I'm going to at least get it kind of prepped and cleaned and taken apart and get it ready to go back together. Okay, so here's the Yamaha engine, and the first thing I'm going to do is take out some of the remaining cover bolts. Some of them are already missing. There's another cover that goes over this, and I think those were probably held in place using the other bolt holes. I'm going to take those off, and then I think I have to take these two big bolts. I'll go get an impact and zip those off in order to pull the cover off. I think I may be able to just do it with these bolts on the outside and then take a look. I'm definitely going to have to take this back off because in order to change that axle, you have to take off the inside transmission cover. So we're about to impact off these two bolts. This is a 24 millimeter and this is, I believe, 19 millimeter. And so I'm going to use my trusty little impact wrench and zip those off. Clack, 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 and that should allow us to get into that case. So there was an additional 12 millimeter, and then these two nuts came off, and now that allows the entire case to come off, the side cover to come off, and we can inspect the variator and the clutch, and then clean a little bit of all this up, or clean this up, and just see what we're left with here. So looking at the clutch, we can look at the clutch and just see that there's very little clutch material left. So I'm probably going to replace the clutch plates if I'm able to do that, if I can find the parts, or just replace the assembly if it's easier, cheaper to do it that way. And then the face of this shows where the belt had been riding. It didn't look like it's been getting all the way to the top, because it's got some crap on the end here. I would expect that to ride out. So what I'll do is clean this all very well. Okay, so looking at this case, the first thing I'm going to say is it looks pretty dirty to me. And this looks like more like engine oil to me, and or gear oil, and so that makes me think that there's some kind of leak happening somewhere. And so I don't know if that seal needs to be replaced, but I'm just going to explore the options I have right now, and then I'll start working on taking that stuff apart to get that gear out. I'm still waiting on the gasket kit. I ordered a generic whole engine gasket kit, and then I ordered some individual gaskets, so we'll see which get here first. Yeah. So I made a quick run to Wally World and bought some brake clean and some engine degreaser. I'm going to go ahead and just give this a foam clean, let it sit for a little bit, and get in there with a brush and agitate it, and then see how clean I can get it. And I think my biggest concern is this seal and whether or not that seal is leaking. With the amount of oil in this engine case, I'm not sure. I think there's obviously a small leak. Not sure about the size, and I'm not sure how available the seals are, and how difficult they are to install. So I'll do a little bit of reading on that and see if I can figure that out. So I'm on my, I don't know, maybe third round of degreaser. I'm gonna let this foam for a little bit and just kind of eat, and then I'll go back in and agitate. You can kind of see what I'm getting out of here. Pretty ugly. And just grease, just engine oil and old crap that's been sitting in that case for a long time. And so this will be good. Even if I have a leak, it'll be good because it'll help me, you know, quantify that. Hopefully I can figure out what to do about this seal, and get a replacement seal, and then just get it input, and at least eliminate that one variable. I've got a new gasket for this assembly when this comes out, the transmission, because I got to swap this shaft, and so anyway, yeah. That was an interesting shot. I think you guys get the idea. I'm just going to keep doing this, and then, oops, let that stuff drain out, and then give it a little clean with brake cleaner and see where I end up. Okay, multiple cleanings, and it's pretty clean right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it one more degrease. This one I'm just gonna let sit for a while, go in, drink a Coke, and think about my life choices. Anyway, so here's the after shot of the transmission and the side cover after I've cleaned it. I didn't get, it's not perfect, but it's much better than it was. So my next step is going to be to take this transmission cover off, and take a look around there, and kind of get it prepped for to accept the new axle. Okay, so here is the transmission disassembled. You can kind of see this folds in, this going in, this piece, this shaft going into that hole, that going into that, and then finally this one is a support bearing for the axle. It's got a shim here, and then this has also got like a shim that comes off, and I'm just going to leave this in because I don't think it needs to come apart. And then it's just about getting this axle out and then replacing it with the axle from the Morphous.